There's one company that took most of my attention. That was Tata Engineering, which became Tata Motors.
Imagine being born into one of India's wealthiest families, yet starting your career on the factory floor, working alongside laborers. Imagine leading a company through its worst crises and turning it into a global powerhouse. This is the story of a man who refused to inherit privilege but chose to earn respect, Ratan Tata. Stay with me till the end because his journey is nothing short of a Bollywood blockbuster. Ratan Tata is not just a businessman, he is a visionary, a leader, and a man with a heart of gold. From launching India's cheapest car to buying Jaguar and Land Rover, his legacy is legendary. But how did he do it? And what lessons can we learn from his extraordinary life? Let's dive deep into the history of Ratan Tata. Born in 1937, Ratan Tata was raised by his grandmother, Lady Navajbai Tata, after his parents separated. Despite being part of the Tata family, he wasn't handed success on a silver platter. He studied architecture at Cornell University and later attended Harvard Business School. His first job? Not in a fancy office, but on the shop floor of Tata Steel, working alongside workers and learning the business from the ground up. Most billionaires inherit companies, but Ratan Tata, he earned his leadership through hard work and humility. In 1991, Ratan Tata took over as chairman of the Tata Group, a time when the company was struggling. Many senior executives doubted him. Some even tried to remove him. But Ratan Tata had a vision. He restructured Tata companies, focusing on innovation and global expansion. Under his leadership, Tata Motors, Tata Steel, and Tata Consultancy Services (TCS) became global brands. And then came his boldest moves that shook the business world. Buying Jaguar Land Rover JLR. When Ford insulted Tata Motors for failing in the car industry, Ratan Tata quietly took revenge. Years later, he bought Jaguar and Land Rover from Ford and turned them profitable. The birth of Nano. Ratan Tata saw a family of 4 riding on a scooter in the rain. That moment inspired him to create the world's most affordable car, the Tata Nano. Though it didn't succeed, it proved his vision of making life better for Indians. His kindness philanthropy. Despite being one of the richest Indians, Ratan Tata donates 60% of his wealth to charity. From funding hospitals to helping students study abroad, his generosity knows no bounds. Success isn't just about making money, it's about making a difference. And Ratan Tata proves it every day. Even after retiring, Ratan Tata remains an inspiration for entrepreneurs and young dreamers. His leadership, ethics, and humility set him apart from ordinary billionaires. He once said, "I don't believe in taking the right decisions. I take decisions and make them right." And that's exactly what we should learn from him. Take risks, dream big, and most importantly, stay humble.
I spend much of my spare time, to the annoyance of some of my colleagues, on that company, because the automotive industry to me was one of the most exciting industries I've been involved in. The experience I had with Jaguar Land Rover when we bought it, when Ford decided to sell, and my friends sort of distanced themselves from me by saying, "What are you going to do with this?" Quite frankly, I didn't know. And that refrain changed from "what are you going to do with this" to "how stupid could you be to buy this?" And I just had no way to say that I knew what we were going to do. So finally, I stood up and said this: why don't we shoulder to shoulder recreate the image that these two brands had and reignite the power of those two brands.
If you found Ratan Tata's story inspiring, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest takeaway from his journey? See you in the next video.